from where you live.
All right, the snow's just hours away. We've got a low up here near Minneapolis, a new surface low forming near Oklahoma City. These will basically combine and merge into one strong storm system here in Kentucky, really deepen as they move off into Ohio. And at that point, that's when the really heavy snow will get going and when the wind will really start to pick up here as well. This is all evaporating before it hits the ground, but this just west of the state line is falling, I think, 9 o'clock. Points onward. I think we're all fair game for the snow to really start to move in and kick in our viewing area. And the snow is accumulating off to our west as well. Here's our viewing area. You can already see Peoria, Springfield towards Effingham, Illinois, and points west. We are getting accumulation even over 4 inches in northern Missouri right now and parts of Iowa. Let's go to 3D now and take you right into it with Futurecast. There's 9 o'clock tonight. Notice the snow now beginning to edge in. This will be reaching the ground. Snow really gets going by 1 o'clock. It's steady overnight, moderate, even a few heavy bursts at times. Pretty heavy snow into the area tomorrow. It'll be a breezy day tomorrow, but it looks like the really strong winds with gusts to 40 miles an hour, that will be tomorrow night. And with still some pretty heavy snow falling, travel just highly not recommended at all. Tomorrow night will be really when we bottom out with the worst conditions before the snow starts to edge on out of here as we get towards late tomorrow night, early Wednesday morning. Here are the snow amounts with Snowcast. There's 11 p.m. Notice already a coating here in our western counties, maybe a trace in Lafayette, a 1/10 of an inch Fowler down to Williamsport. By 7 a.m., this model taking into account about 2.5 inches Rensselaer down to Lafayette near Thorntown, 1 to 2 Peru to Rochester, and finally off to the southwest about 3. By noon, about 4.8 Lafayette. You get the idea, 4 to 5 inches in the area at that time. And by 5 o'clock, this is the commute home if you've got to get home from work. 6 to 8 inches Lafayette and points northwest with about 4 or 5 down in the southeast with Tipton at 5, 7 at Winnemac, and about 6.7 at Fowler. And finally, once this winds down later tomorrow night, early Wednesday, these are the estimated totals right now. 8.7 Lafayette, 8.1 in Williamsport, about 6.5 at Tipton, a little under 10 at Monticello, and finally Rochester at 10, and Winnemac and Rensselaer about 10.5 inches of snow. But way up to the north towards Wheatfield and DeMont, around 11 inches is likely. And we'll kind of look at this in a more broadened regime. 6 to 8 inches, Rushville, Tipton to Crawfordsville, also near Romney and down towards Vedersburg. Now Lafayette, Battleground up to Monticello, you head up towards Camden, and also Logansport, Peru, and Fowler, about 8 to 10 inches, and even 8 to 10 inches here near Royal Center. But I think a Rochester area about 10. You head towards Winnemac, Fair Oaks, and north of Kentland, 10 to 12, and right around Remington, about 9.5 inches. So this is the way this is going to play out. Breezy tomorrow, highest winds come in tomorrow night with this snow around. Snow developing tonight, breezy at times, will drop to 24. Pretty breezy tomorrow, winds 10 to 20 with snow, but the strong winds with gusts to 40 miles an hour will be tomorrow night. The snow will end late tomorrow night, very early Wednesday. We're in the teens Thursday, Friday, overnight lows, possibly as low as 5 below zero. There is a southern storm Saturday. It looks like the heaviest will stay south. Some very light accumulation possible, and a clipper may bring, 1 inch of snow or so from the way it looks right